D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So today I want to talk about the latest animated masterpiece that swung its way into theaters this past weekend, the highly anticipated sequel to the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So this will be mostly a spoiler-free review, just because if you have seen it, then you know. And if you haven't seen it, I really don't want to ruin it too much, but I will have some spoilers in there, so move ahead at your own risk. As a fan of the first movie, I was thrilled to dive back into the mind-bending world of multiple spider people and alternate dimensions. So let's break it down, shall we? First and foremost, the animation in this movie is simply jaw-dropping. It's a visual feast for the eyes, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible in animated films. The vibrant colors, unique art styles, and stunning action sequences make for an immersive experience that perfectly complements the comic book origins of these beloved characters. The attention to detail is outstanding, making every frame a work of art. Now let's talk about the voice cast. Once again, the casting choices hit the mark. Hailee Steinfeld delivers a standout performance as Spider-Gwen, capturing her strength, vulnerability, and quick wit. Oscar Isaac brings a magnetic charm to Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099, and Shameik Moore shines as the relatable and endearing Miles Morales. The chemistry between the characters is palpable, and each voice actor brings their A game, making these spider people truly come to life. I have to just say, I think that Oscar Isaac, I think Disney really hasn't known what to do with him and utilize him, but Sony does. They were like, listen, you've got a great voice, my dude, and we're going to use that to every degree that we possibly can, and I think it worked out perfectly. Now, however, there were few minor hiccups along the way. One character, Spider-Punk, had such a thick accent that it was sometimes challenging to understand what he was saying. I mean, it was crazy. Like, I literally, at some points in time, I was just like, what'd he say? I was like, ah! I was like, what is that accent? Is that a Cockney accent? It was just so thick. Like, I was just like, it was so thick. Like, I was just like, I think something stuck in his throat. I could not understand what he was saying. And I was just like, are we missing out on plot details here? I don't know. I don't know. Now, it didn't detract too much from the overall enjoyment, but it was a slight annoyance. I mean, additionally, at times, the movie felt a bit too busy also, with so much happening on screen that it was hard to keep up. I mean, the abundance of the glitching effects also became a tad excessive, occasionally distracting from the story unfolding before us. I mean, like, no joke. There was it was just too much glitching. I just have to be honest about that. There was just too much glitching. I was kind of annoyed at some points in time because I was like, is that bowl gonna glitch and everything just for no reason? It was just a little, you know? So, speaking of the story, it does get a bit convoluted at times with multiple dimensions, villains, and character arcs. It's a lot to take in. However, the clever ending made up for it. The twist of Miles's alternate self becoming the Prowler was unexpected and added an extra layer of complexity to the narrative. I have to be honest, when he was all like, when his uncle was all like, I'm not the Prowler. And then you heard the little whatever the Prowler makes, that noise he makes. Or I don't know the noise he makes. And then he jumps down. I was like, what? I was like, oh no, they did. And the fact that I really loved it, the fact that that spider was brought over from that Earth 42, and brought over to the Miles we're watching, brought to his Earth and bit that Miles, and then that Earth 42 didn't have a Spider-Man, I thought was just like, it not only was it a tie-in to the first movie, but it was just so good. And I have to be honest with you, I'm curious as to, did they have this trilogy in mind when they went in, or were they just, smart enough to be all like, hey, what if we did this and everything? It'll be interesting to maybe see some interviews and have the creators talk about that whole process of did they originally make this as a trilogy or whatnot. I also appreciated the exploration of the consequences of straying from canon events and everything. And it added a unique dimension to the Spider-Verse lore. The fact that the Uncle Ben and the Captain Stacy had to die was really interesting. I thought that was such a unique thing. All right, so now I want to address a little bit of the elephant in the room. The potential agenda that this movie had. Now, while there were a couple of moments that seemed to lean in a certain direction, such as the pregnant Spider-Woman and the Peter Parker taking on parenting duties, aka Mr. Mom, it didn't overpower the movie, but these were minor elements that didn't overshadow the overall enjoyment. But you could see them. And besides, seeing different iterations of our favorite web slingers in action is the real treat here. I just want to say, though, that both those two spider people are bad parents. They're both bad parents. They were both putting their children in danger. And I would call CPS. I'm just saying. So anyways, one aspect that I absolutely loved was the multitude of cameos. There were so many nods and references to various Spider-Man iterations that it felt like a treasure hunt for fans. I couldn't catch them all in one sitting, so I am eagerly looking forward to rewatching the movie at home and hitting that pause button on the spot whenever I spot those hidden gems. I can't wait. Like when the T-Rex Spider-Man showed up, me and my son, I was like, a T-Rex Spider-Man. He's like, what? And I was like, oh my goodness. So, I mean, all in all, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is a worthy sequel that lives up to the high expectations set by its predecessor. Sure, it may have overstayed its welcome a bit with its lengthy runtime, and some sequences could have been trimmed down. Nevertheless, the mind-bending animation, stellar voice cast, and the clever exploration of the Spider-Verse make it a must-watch for any fan of the friendly neighborhood web slinger. So, grab your web shooters and swing into theaters to experience this thrilling action-packed adventure that will leave you wanting more. Trust me, true believers, this is a cinematic journey you won't want to miss. But tell me, what did you guys think about Spider-Verse 2? Did you like it? Did you not? How did you not like it? I mean, I can understand if you didn't like some aspects, but overall, it was so good, you guys, so good. I enjoyed it immensely. I had such a good time. I will have to admit, though, my daughter did get scared, like 30 minutes in. I can't remember what it was that she got scared, but she's like, I want to go. And I was like, no, we are not leaving. I just spent like $80. We're staying. So, but tell me what you guys think about all this. You can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next movie review. You guys have a good day. Bye.